Greetings, beloveds. Hey, it's Dr. Amanda Noelle here, and I greet you from sunny California. It is almost summertime here. I'm living in Bali, which usually means that it's wintertime right now. So wherever you are, I want to give you a really juicy twin flame forecast for June 2024. And if you happen to be watching this away from that time block, hey, this is a reading for you. This is divine synchronicity, information that's meant to come straight to your soul from our higher self, wisdom, if it resonates with you. So everything shared here is from channeled information. I work with my guides. You'll know if it's for you, if you have some body ahas, if it feels like a synchronicity, if it feels like a yes, and maybe not all of it will resonate, and that's totally fine too. But you will be getting a lot of transformation. So let's start by just like getting in our bodies, because that's a big part of the work that we do as twin flames. We're not just of the spirit and manifesting from higher realms, we're also coming down into the body. And this is a very feminine principle, mother matter, of feeling, of embodiment, of somatically moving the energy and being aware of what's here, which is a lot about this month's forecast, is how to transmute old patterns that have been maybe getting you and your loved ones stuck so that you're not able to access the love, the miracles, the blessings that you want. So first, a little bit about me. I've been on YouTube for over a decade. I was the first twin flamer exclusive to Twin Flames talking about this topic. And even though my channel has been hit and hijacked by some energies, I'm really delighted that you're here, because I'm still sharing some really incredible information that not everybody is ready for. So strap on your psychic seatbelts. Let's dive in. So I don't really go on astrology. If you're really into astrology, then just contact my husband, who's the astrologer, and you can see a picture of us here. That's Jack. He is the technician, the galactic commander. I'm more of a touchy-feely. But these are the themes that I've channeled in, and I haven't done an astrology report myself. All I know is that there's a summer solstice coming on the 10th of June, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So let's dive into the themes that are happening here, which basically we have a healing, healer, heal thyself theme, and it comes from the fact that we have this solar energy that's coming in. And maybe you're in Australia and you're not getting the sun. That's the opposite of the summer solstice. You're in the winter. But I'm really feeling a lot of illumination of past fears, of things we were not willing to look at and feel, old patterns of shutdown, of freeze. And essentially the core of this month is, why did I come here? This is too much. This is too heavy. This isn't working. Even the things that are working aren't working. I want more than this. And so therefore I'm shutting down. So there's this sort of like theme of upper limit of fear of abandonment, fear of being cheated on, fear of not having enough, fear of losing what we do have. So there's this opportunity to actually feel the fear, move through it, and transmute it. So these are really distinctive energies. They might not be super fun. And amidst that chaos and fear, we bring in the Christ Force energy. We bring in the light, the illumination. So here are the general themes, which is abandonment healing. So you might be feeling like you have an upper limit problem with your lover. I've been married for 10 years. We've been having breakthrough after breakthrough in our twin flame union that we've been in for 10 years. It'll be 10 years this August. We have a daughter. We have all these amazing healing practices that we have together. And still there's like chipping away at thousands of years of fear of not being loved that is in our ancestry, that's in our subconscious minds from past lives, from belief systems that were formed when we were children because we didn't feel lovable. So this theme of abandonment is really being brought to the surface. Maybe it's a gentle surfacing of like, wow, I'm noticing how loved I feel around you right now. And before I would have felt abandoned. before I would have had a story, or wow, right now I'm receiving so much love, which is showing me my abandonment fears are gone. So it doesn't mean that you're going to be jabbed in the face. Someone's going to abandon you. It's not like that for everyone, but some people it might be that way. Actually, one of my family members has become seriously involved with a partner after working with me. And she was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to meet him, but he hasn't texted me today. Like, he texted me in the morning, but this afternoon, I don't know if we're going to see him. And she was just sharing about how she had so many old insecurities, even though she had a solid relationship before this one that ended due to her partner passing away. She's like, oh my God, I'm like a little girl in high school again. I'm so in love, and now I'm feeling so vulnerable. So you might feel like there's new layers of vulnerability coming to the surface. Part of this is due to planetary influences, or you could say cosmic influences, because it's all the same. Where essentially what I'm feeling is there is vulnerable aspects of us that have been cloaked or armored for so long. And in order for us to ascend, we have to take the armor off. And because we're choosing to do that on some deep higher self collective level, all of us doing it in different ways at different kind of levels, so to speak. So we're de-armoring ourselves, and as that's happening, it's bringing up this old wound of abandonment. It's bringing up vulnerability. It's bringing up sort of like a shakiness. So you might manifest experiences that are incredibly testing, trying, initiatory, uncomfortable. One of my mentors is in a big lawsuit that is actually, it should be illegal. The person trying to sue him is coming out of what looks to me like a very illegal move. But a lot of us that are standing in the light, that are doing big things in our lives, or standing for New Earth businesses or New Earth models, we're standing in love, kindness, truth. There are attacks on that. And part of that is because we've been sort of protected by the system, protected by a system that really does need to crash. And I say system, you could say school systems, healthcare systems, history systems that we've been taught. A lot of it is BS, belief systems, bullshit. And so what we're doing is we're breaking that down literally inside our own systems, nervous systems, chakra systems, energy systems, consciousness systems. And with that, we are getting to the truth of like, I no longer need this satanic, dark, bullying energy. I'm done. I'm saying no. So you're rising up into your power, your light. You're ready for a new union. You're ready for more love. You're ready for more of you and who you are. You're ready to speak from your truth. And boom, the serpent with its tail comes smacking you in the head that says you're not good enough, or there's this lawsuit, or there's this problem, or there's this health issue. And it's like, what the frick? I've been doing everything right. So yes, you have been doing, I don't know about you, but you've been doing a lot of things right. And there's this unjust attack type of energy that we're getting hit with, whether it's emotional stuff, whether it's, again, some type of, any type of outside energy, which really there is no outside energy. Everything is oneness. And if you look at it like this, there's something that's hitting your own aura or auric field that is not yours. That is not something you stand for. And it keeps knocking and booming and banging. And this could be an old pattern in your relationship. It could be, we were attacked in a real estate issue. We had everything written out, and then something really shady went down. We were able to clear it. We substantiated the evidence. The legal team took care of it, and there was slandering and just really immature personalities. So if you encounter a sociopath, send them love and a sacred no. If you have immature sort of narcissistic personality showing up in your life, or even you notice you have some of these personality types, or you have someone in your intimate relationship showing up with this lower vibrational energy, is an opportunity to actually abandon ship on that, to clear it out. And it may result in your partner or somebody feeling abandoned at first. And so that's where I want to let you know it's okay. If you feel abandoned at first, sometimes listen to this, sometimes the only way into deep divine union is to enter into a smaller door, and you have to abandon your abandonment trash. You have to leave the baggage at the door so you can come into the holy temple, into union, and trust that your beloved will be there on the other side of the altar waiting for you. And it can be incredibly humbling, like letting go of an old pattern, alcohol or wheat or depression patterns, all those things that we can just hold on to from childhood, like that baby reindeer. I don't know if you've seen the Netflix series Baby Reindeer, but we have these sometimes patterns from our childhood or from the past that keep us safe, but they don't really keep us safe. They just hold us back. So we have to leave those back now. The second theme that I wanted to discuss is lovability. Almost every client I've worked with, am working with now, have ever or will ever work with, has upper limits in terms of lovability. We have been born into a 3D matrix that has love upper limits, and we walk around trying to prove ourselves. What I wanted to name is this month of June, you will be working on your lovability muscle. You are going to feel more lovable as long as you command your higher self. I'm ready to be more loved. I'm calling in more love. Find more loving representations of my relationships, of my financial relationships, of my relationship with my body. How can I call in more love? Call in more love. I ask for more love. In any of the old versions of yourself where you didn't feel loved as a child, most of us didn't fully feel loved. Demons were passed down the generations. We love those parts of ourselves, the unlovable little child. I was just working with a client today, and she was like, I did some inner child work lately, and I realized that I hated my inner child. I didn't find her cute. I didn't find her nice. I didn't find her special. I found her horrible, and I've been hating on her. And it was like, great realization. Now that you have that, you can move forward into the inner child healing. So if you can identify the parts that are not loved yet, you can love them. You can also love the parts that are doing the hating. And those parts often are demons that need to just be cleared. But if we're like slaying the demons with anger, it doesn't work as well as slaying them with love. Inner child healing is for sure certain a theme, and my key message here this month, if you could take it away for inner child healing, is be present. Be present. Drop in. Even if it's just 99% of the time you're running around, you're super busy, you have all these demands, you're paying the mortgage, you're taking care of the kids, you're going on dates, you're cleaning the house, you're going to work, you're growing your business. There's so many responsibilities. Just drop in, feel, be present, slow down. And those parts of yourself that might be triggered with some abandonment wounds or lovability issues, just like hold that part of your body, hold your heart. One of the sessions I've had recently with a client is just having her hold the part of her that gets activated when she's in a trigger, when she perceives that she's being rejected or that she's not going to have the love she wants. She felt a stirring pain in her gut. This is very, very common. You might literally feel, or you might feel like there's literally a stab wound or a hot dagger or something. Feel it. It's not going to kill you. I know it can feel like this is too much, feeling my feelings. It's going to spin me out. I'm going to be addicted to some substance I don't want to be on. I'm going to want to leave the building. But if you can actually be in that burning pain in your body, that emotional, that somatic pain, just a little bit. Again, it could be just 1% and 99% dissociate, just 1%. Just like, okay, I feel you a little bit right now. And just say, I'm here for you. That's all it is with the inner child. It's not abandoning. The mother is meant to stay present. The father is meant to stay present. And that's all the child needs is, I'm here for you. What do you need? I love you. Speak those words into the place of the past that was abandoned and in pain. And maybe literally there was an intergenerational wound or an early childhood wound where you were physically grabbed or something in the somatics. So if you have a lot of physical pain, tightness, jaw, you wake up in the night, you have PTSD, like things are spinning out, place your hand on there maybe. Speak to the pain. I am here for you. Speak to that wounded child. Now, another theme is divine connection. A lot of people feel like it's just too much right now. The world is getting too crazy. There are good things. There's bad things. There's, a lot of things to live for, but there's a lot of stuff that feels very unsettled. And so I've been hearing from people, they're having thoughts of like, oh my gosh, this is too much. I want to check out. It's too much to be here, and God has abandoned me. So this theme of divine connection, having lost it, feeling like it's hard to access, double down on connection with the divine this month. Meditation, prayer, going to sacred sites, going walking, going into your garden, whatever brings you that divine connection. So think of one thing that you love to do and make a practice of it this month. What connects you to God? Maybe it's painting or journaling or something totally outside of the box. And the last thing I wanted to say is that these things will play out in your relationships. They will increase your intimacy, your connection. They will have you feel more alive, more checked in. They might have you feeling vulnerable and raw, but that's a good thing. It can be painful to be in a relationship. That is okay. Can you talk about your pain? Can you not hide it? This June, can you illuminate those places, those fears, those patterns? Talk about it with your partner. And if you haven't already, know that I'm here as a resource. I'm Dr. Amanda Noelle. Check out my work at dramandanoelle.com. I have sessions available. My calendar is a little bit open right now for a new client or two. So if any of this resonated with you, know that I offer readings, healings, past life regression, channeling. My clients go from single to soulmated with their star baby children. It's something that I'm continuing to do, even though basically my channel has been taken down, hijacked. I still show up and do this work for those of you who are getting that calling to be here. So it's my honor and pleasure. Hopefully you gain from this Twin Flame Energy Report. Namaste. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And have a great June as well, because it's going to be a hot one. Namaste. Bye for now.